I'm doing an MA in curating at the Royal College of Art, and trying to curate some shows outside of the course, kind of like here at Italia, doing things independently. I think it's really interesting because it's really like, I've not really seen anything similar. I think it's, well, personally, I'd really like to work with music or do art and music, which I suppose most people would really, but don't actually see it very much, so it's quite an interesting model. I think they work together because I think if you're a young person putting on shows, kind of up and coming things with people that aren't established, then really everything's just about your opening night or your events. Like if you put on a show independently, all your friends, you have like hundreds of people come to the opening, and then when you're open a week after that, you probably get like 5 a day. So if everyone's just coming to events, it actually makes like a lot more sense to have something live or have something you can watch, which doesn't have to be music, but, you know, music or performance. Or I just think, you know, it's often more fun to go out and see something exciting and something that you can only see once, and just go to a show and see static things that don't change at all for however long the show's on. Well, yeah, I'd assume so, yeah, it'd be good to show, but at the same time, you know, they could just as well be in the show. Or you could be a young band, it'd probably be quite good to do something like this. And also, you know, if it's in a gallery, if it's part of an art event, there's no age restrictions or anything, so it's kind of, it's not like it's in a bar, it's not like it's in a club, so it could be really good, yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, in theory it's very good. I don't really know anything about them or how they work, so... but I think if you go to art college, it's basically just having the time to really concentrate on what you want to do. So I don't think it's going to make much difference whether you start doing that at 14 or 20 or 40 or whatever, but it's just kind of good to have that time. Yeah, I'm sure I would have, but I went to a very posh school in Oxford, so I don't know if they would have offered it anyway, but I don't know, I did art at GCSE, but not at A-level, and I really regret that, definitely, so if I could go back I probably would.
So you said that you went to posh school and you don't think that, so do you think that some schools view things like diplomas and BTECs differently to other schools perhaps?
Well, I'm sure they do, but I think they also, they view art very differently as well. They don't really want you to be studying art or film or music.
In perhaps maybe in a bit more of a traditional way than the kind of new media approach.
Yeah. Yeah, because they don't even want to do media studies or but you know, I think it's okay. You can make art and make music without doing it at school, but it's good, like if you can go to school and do that, it's good. Like for me, it's just most interesting, well, especially with music, it's actually quite hard. If you're 14, I don't think you can be buying the equipment you need or stuff, which is thousands of pounds, or getting the software you need, or even getting a computer to do that, so it's quite good just to have the facilities. But it'd be the same thing with me doing a master's at Royal College. It's just like you're in an institution and it has what you need. That's really good because I can't get that. Even here, I think they're taking a lot of money in this, but that's all going for just equipment and the travel and basics. I think this is more interesting, but there's room for everything. Like I've worked in galleries in central London, or worked at commercial galleries or public institutions, and it's very different from this. I'm not sure how much they've been trying to be progressive, but it doesn't mean it's not interesting. It doesn't mean they don't show good artists, don't show good work. I think it would be more practical. Like no one's. If I want to create a show somewhere like here, I probably could. And if I wanted to curate a show at some gallery in central London, like it's never going to happen. It's not even an opportunity, so I don't have to make that choice because it's not even an option. If some, I think this is more interesting and more progressive, but if some millionaire's gallery in Mayfair asked me to do a show, like I would, of course. Like,
You wouldn't say no.
I'm not going to say no, but now, I don't know, like at least for my situation, coming out of college and you're in a recession, so there's not that much opportunity for you, and you don't have any money anyway. It's just a more practical thing. It's better to do things like this. Just do it yourself. Put it on yourself, which is fine. All you need is a space. And if you get a space. Yeah, I mean, I think it is, and I would be willing, but I think actually, like if you're at school or something, like personally, I think you'd probably be better off actually doing it at an institution, or just because that's more focused. And I think there's money for that anyway, and I think those schemes are already existing, and I think most museums are really up for that because that's kind of where their funding comes from. But I actually did, I used to work at South London Gallery, and they had like gallery education programs, a lot of stuff. So I've done some projects with like South London school kids and then in an institution. And I was actually really bad at that, which surprised me because I thought I'd be good. But I thought maybe I'd want to be an art teacher, but it went quite, I don't know, I didn't know what I was doing, but I think those kind of schemes are quite good. Well, no, it wasn't really clear to me. But yeah, and it's something you have to find out yourself. I think it's a good thing about diplomas, or it's actually good to have that, to have some training, or to have some of this stuff spelled out to you, because realistically, like, the art world is kind of like, it is a bit of a kind of rich kid's world, and it is a bit of a kind of closed book. Like any step up you can get is cool, and people are going to expect you to work for free, to do a lot of work for free, just to start up, just to get your foot in the door. Yeah, and you've got to find a way of supporting that, or you need to even know how it works. And most jobs aren't advertised. Like, most internships and things aren't advertised. You go on the gallery's website and it's not advertised, so very little's made clear at all. But at the same time, like, I'm finishing my master's degree in a few months, and I don't really know what I'm doing. Like, I don't know what to do with it.
It's the eternal
just
struggle
tough. Yeah,
of the artist, isn't it?